Meeting of October 30th to order. Roll call, Treasurer Lamacusa here. Commissioner Cantamalesa, absent. Commissioner Malloy. Here. Commissioner Frenchco, absent. Clerk of Courts Karen Allen. There is others in attendance. They have signed in to the sheet as well. Acceptance of the minutes of the July 31st, 2024 meeting.
So moved.
Motion Malloy, second Allen, roll call Malloy,
Yes.
Allen. Lamacusa, yes. That'll bring us to item 3, review of the third quarter 2024 investment report. That review will be given by Chief Deputy Tammy Gearhart.
Good morning, everyone. I have provided each of you a copy of the report at your desk if you'd like to follow along with me. I'm going to start with the transmittal letter on the treasurer's letterhead. It details the contents of the reporting packet and who may have affected transactions on behalf of the county during the period of the reports. I'm going to review and highlight the different reports, and if you have any questions, please feel free to interject. We're going to start with the first report on page 1, the summary of investment balances for the month ending in September 2024. It reflects that we had approximately $138.4 million invested at the end of the quarter. The majority of our reports are going to focus on the securities and the CDs, so I'd like to take a moment just to give you a little bit of idea where the Fed funds rate is, as well as Star Ohio. These two rates are not in your packet. Let's start with the Fed funds rate. Since we were here in July, the Fed did make a change to their rate in September. On September 19th, 2024, they decreased it by 50 basis points, which is 0.5%. Their next meeting is next week on November 6th and 7th. And right now it's too uncertain as to what they're going to do to speculate. There's going to be additional data that they'll be using that'll be coming out at the end of this week. So really can't state what they're going to do. The experts aren't quite sure. If they're going to keep it the same, decrease it, they don't know. Now we're going to move on to the Star Ohio rate. The overnight yield over the last year has had some fluctuations. If we look at the end of the third quarter of 2023, it was at 5.56%. By the end of 2023, it was at 5.58%. And then this year it has started to decline. At the end of our first quarter, it moved to 5.47%. Second quarter, 5.45%. And then within this quarter, at the end of July, it was at 5.44%. August, 5.43%. And at the end of September, you can see the marked difference in the rate. It's down to 5.08%. And then actually, as of yesterday, is at 5.01%. Now let's move on to the first of our CD reports, which is on page 2. It's a quarterly CD interest history, and there was nothing to report. If we move on to page 3, it's the purchase report. Treasurer Lamacusa did not purchase any new CDs during the quarter, so there is nothing to report. And then page 4 is our inventory, and there were no transactions or balances to report for the quarter. We're going to move on to the quarterly security interest history. This is the first of our security reports, and this is on pages 5 and 6. It reflects that there were 27 payments that were processed by the treasurer's office during the quarter, giving us interest of $278,837.50 during the quarter. The low rate earned was 0.3% on 2 securities, and the high rate was 6% that was earned on 2 securities, one of which was called during the quarter, unfortunately. If we move over to page 7, it is the purchase report, and Treasurer Lamacusa did not make any new investments in securities during the quarter, so there's nothing to reflect here. Our quarterly security inventory report is included on pages 8 through 11, and as always, at the very top in red bold font, you can see the call and the maturity activity by month. So in July, we had $1,775,000 that matured. In August, there was $1 million called and 2 million matured. And then in September, we had $1 million that was called and 3 million that matured. The rest are listed in order of maturity. And as you can see here, we had a security with a $2 million book value that actually matured in the middle of October. And then if we flip down to page 11, you can see in the lower left corner there how things have changed during the quarter. Our previous quarter book value was at $52,775,000, and this was reduced by $2 million in calls, $6,775,000 in maturities, giving us an ending book value for the quarter of $44 million. The bar graph in the lower right-hand corner there shows that we have securities maturing actually starting in October all the way out to 4 years. Now, if we move over to page 12, it is our interest versus fees comparison. It shows the net banking fees that have been posted as of the end of September for the year were $3,327.17. Now, with regards to interest, if you'll recall when we were here last in July, I stated that Treasurer Lamacusa would be submitting a letter to the auditor to increase our interest estimate for 2024 to $5,635,829.13. And you can see that the interest that we have recorded as of the end of September totaling $4,571,500.82. That shows that we are on track to meet that estimate and actually exceed it slightly. So we will be submitting a letter to the auditor's office today after the meeting to increase our estimate for 2024 to a total of $5,886,768.53. And this is due to the rates not declining as quickly as initially anticipated. Then the last item that we have in our packet is the Form 6 for the Treasurer's Office for the last business day of the quarter. So this shows, the first page shows the receipts and disbursements that flowed through the Treasurer's Office on September 30th. And then the second page there is the detail of where the funds are located at as of September 30th. So this concludes our third quarter report. Do we have any questions? Okay, great. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I came in late. I apologize. No problem. For the record.
Our first action will be to accept Commissioner Cantamalesa into the meeting. He's apologized for arriving late, but it's no big deal. You're here. Okay, then we'll need a motion to accept the third quarter investment report.
So moved. Second.
Motion Malloy, second Cantamalesa. Roll call Malloy,
Yes.
Cantamalesa.
Yes.
Allen, Lamacusa, yes. I have nothing under old business. I have nothing under new business. And we have no open committees or committee member reports to be given. Public comments? No public comments. Before the next, I will maybe cover this under public comments. I've already acknowledged Miss Allen's last meeting when she walked into the room today. Miss Allen is retiring. The next meeting will be after her retirement. So this will be Miss Allen's last meeting. I'd like to thank you for the many years of service, especially to the IAC committee. You've always been here for us when we needed you, and I thank you for that. You're welcome. Our next meeting will be Wednesday, January 29th, 10 a.m. That's a dual meeting. That's the 25 reorganizational meeting and the 24 regular quarterly report. Motion for adjournment?
Make that motion.
Motion Cantamalesa, second Allen. Roll call Cantamalesa,
Yes.
Allen, Malloy,
Yes.
Lamacusa, yes. Thank you, folks.